In a town in Persia, there were two brothers, Qasim and Ali Baba. Qasim was a wealthy merchant, married to a rich woman, and lived a life of comfort and abundance. Ali Baba, on the other hand, was a poor woodcutter, struggling to make ends meet. He had a wife and children to care for, and earned a meager living by cutting wood in the nearby forest and selling it in the town. One day, while Ali Baba was working in the forest, he noticed a cloud of dust in the distance. As it grew closer, he saw a troop of men on horseback approaching. Fearing that they might be robbers, Ali Baba quickly climbed up into a tree to hide. As the men came closer, he counted 40 of them. They dismounted and tied their horses to trees before walking toward a hidden rock in the forest. The leader, whom Ali Baba assumed was their captain, stepped forward, spoke a few words, and said, "Open, sesame." To Ali Baba's surprise, a door hidden in the rock face opened. The captain and his men entered the cave-like opening, and the door closed behind them. Ali Baba, still hidden in the tree, waited anxiously. Hours passed, and he began to fear that the men might return soon. At last, the door to the cave opened again, and the men emerged, with the captain leaving last. As he passed through the door, he said, "Shut, sesame." The door closed behind him, and the men mounted their horses and rode away, leaving Ali Baba alone in the forest. After the robbers had gone, Ali Baba cautiously climbed down from his hiding place and approached the rock door. Remembering the magic words he had heard, he said aloud, "Open, sesame." To his astonishment, the door opened, revealing a vast, well-lit chamber inside. It was filled with piles of treasure, gold and silver coins, silk, fine clothing, and precious goods stacked high. He was overwhelmed by the sight of such wealth, but he quickly collected as many bags of gold as he could carry and loaded them onto his donkeys. After filling his sacks, he said, "Shut, sesame," and the door closed behind him as he left. Ali Baba returned home and hid the gold in his yard. He then called his wife, showing her the treasure. His wife, astonished at the amount of gold, suggested that they measure it out to see how much they had. But the only container they had available was a measuring vessel that belonged to Qasim's wife. Ali Baba's wife agreed to borrow it, and when she returned it, she had not noticed that a piece of gold had stuck to the bottom of the measure. Qasim's wife, curious about Ali Baba's sudden wealth, examined the measure closely and found the gold. When Qasim came home, she showed him the coin and asked where it had come from. Qasim, envious of his brother's fortune, became suspicious and demanded an explanation from Ali Baba. The next morning, he confronted Ali Baba and accused him of hiding a fortune. Ali Baba, realizing that his secret was out, reluctantly told Qasim the truth about the cave and the magic words. Greed overwhelmed Qasim, and he demanded to be shown the cave. Ali Baba, although hesitant, agreed to share the secret and told him how to open the door. The next day, Qasim set out with 10 mules to collect the treasure. He followed Ali Baba's instructions and arrived at the cave. Using the magic words, "Open, sesame," the door opened, and Qasim entered the cave, thrilled by the sight of the treasure. He filled his mules with gold and precious goods, but when it was time to leave, he forgot the magic words. In his panic, he tried several incorrect phrases: open, wheat, open, barley, but nothing worked. Meanwhile, the robbers were returning to their cave. As they approached, the captain, seeing the mules with their heavy load, immediately became suspicious. He ordered the door to be opened, and when it opened, the robbers found Qasim inside, helpless and panicked. The captain, enraged, ordered the thieves to kill him. Back in the town, Qasim's wife grew worried when her husband did not return. She went to Ali Baba for help, and he agreed to search for Qasim. After a long search, Ali Baba eventually found what had transpired in the cave. Horrified, he came back to town. Ali Baba tried to console Qasim's wife by offering her shelter at his home. Meanwhile, the robbers returned to the cave and discovered that Qasim was missing, along with some of their gold. Realizing someone knew their secret, the captain ordered one of his thieves to go into town and find out who was behind the discovery. The thief disguised himself as a traveler and, after some clever questioning, learned about Baba Mustafa, the cobbler. The thief bribed Baba Mustafa with gold and got him to lead him to Ali Baba. Morgiana, always quick-witted, guessed what was happening when she noticed the markings on the doors near Ali Baba's house. She marked several doors on neighboring houses with chalk to confuse the thieves, ensuring they would not be able to find the right one. When the thieves returned to town, they were confused by the multiple chalk marks and could not figure out which house had been marked. The captain, determined to find out the truth, disguised himself as an oil merchant and came to the town with 19 mules carrying 38 large oil jars, 37 of which contained hidden thieves. He asked Ali Baba for shelter, pretending to be an oil merchant, and Ali Baba, not recognizing him, invited him into his home. Morgiana, sensing something was amiss, began to hatch a plan. She overheard the captain's instructions to his men, who were hiding in the jars, and realized that they were planning to kill Ali Baba and his family. Morgiana quickly set a trap. She took a pot of boiling oil and poured it into the jars, killing all the thieves inside. When the captain went to check on his men, he was horrified to discover what happened. Desperate, he tried to escape, but Morgiana had already heard everything and made sure he could not carry out his plan. The next morning, Ali Baba asked Morgiana what had happened. She revealed the full story of what the robbers had planned and how she had foiled their plot. Ali Baba, deeply grateful for her bravery, freed Morgiana and gave her a marriage proposal to his son, who accepted. They celebrated the union with great joy. The captain, who had survived the trap, eventually returned to town disguised as a merchant named Khoja Hassan. He befriended Ali Baba's son and soon began to plot another attempt to kill Ali Baba. When he invited Ali Baba to a feast, Ali Baba accepted, eager to repay the man's hospitality. Morgiana, however, suspected his true intentions and disguised herself as a dancer. She performed a dance for the guest, drawing her dagger at the right moment and killing the captain before he could carry out his plan. Ali Baba was once again saved by Morgiana's quick thinking and bravery. As a token of gratitude, he gave Morgiana her freedom and arranged for her to marry his son. The family was safe, and the robbers were gone. Some years later, Ali Baba, believing that the last of the robbers had perished, returned to the cave. The door opened to his command, and he gathered more gold, ensuring his family's wealth for generations. Ali Baba's secret remained safe, and his descendants enjoyed a life of prosperity, all thanks to the bravery and intelligence of Morgiana, who had saved them time and again. Thus, Ali Baba and his family lived happily and securely, their story passed down through generations as a testament to the power of cleverness and courage in the face of danger. If you enjoyed this story and found it interesting, please like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting stories. Your engagement helps us create more content that resonates with you and our community. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, keep reading, keep growing, and never stop exploring.